We do have Goths in the game. I did predict Goths, so that was one Civ I got correct. The other three I was wrong about, so I'm not sure what the percent chance on that was, but I guess not so bad to get one right out of the four. All right, so let's check out the player positions. I'm going to start with Noboru. He's building a dock on the south side over here, a fairly good dock. A lot of open water here. There's not as much fish on this map. The Wololo Kingdoms changed Nomad map, so this map is a little bit different from just AOC Nomad. So the developers thought it was a good idea to edit the map, and they weren't wrong. They probably needed some editing. He's a backup for BacT. So again, Slam is in this game, but BacT, I guess he couldn't show up for the first game, but he's gonna come most likely for game 2, 3, 4, etc. Alright, so here's Noboru up at the north side. He doesn't have any food that he sees, at least. You might see those deer, no. He sees the sheep. But I think he prefers to get out a fishing ship right away first. For some reason, and he doesn't like to take the food right away. So actually, I disagree with this opening strategy. I prefer to take some food too. But this is Noboru's style. It's his normal strategy that he does all the time. Okay, let's check out Balalaika now. Alright, so again, Balalaika is doing a more normal strategy that I would do. He's Mongols. It looks like he's gonna take a boar from somewhere he sees. Yeah, he saw the boar. Right now it's in the fog of war, but he must have seen it before. And he's getting loom too, just to be safe. I don't think he'll need it, but he probably didn't have enough food anyways, so he's just getting loom. Alright, let's check out BacT now. Or not BacT, but Slam. The Slam, he has his shorefish pretty close to his TC. He has forage bushes on his TC. And it looks like he pushed in a deer to his TC. He didn't kill Noboru's villager walking by. That's rather kind of him, but honestly, I think Slam should be taking any advantage that he can get. Unless he just let it go by and he didn't notice. So yeah, Noboru getting the wall off right over here, but that wall's not gonna be too important, I don't think. He'd prefer a wall off right here, right? That would be an excellent wall off for Noboru. But it looks like that's not gonna come in this game. For some reason, Noboru is not going on wood at all. I mean, going on food at all. He's just preferring to do full fish and then not take the food that he already has. That's very strange. He's gonna take the food now, but still, that's not the. I mean, that's not the build that I prefer or most players. So I guess Noboru, he prefers getting the fish out faster than everyone. As you see, he has 3 fish and Slam has 2 fish. But again, definitely Noboru has a lead on the fish in terms of fish. Alright, so the only player I haven't looked at yet is In Green Heaven, the Goths player. He has a boar on his TC right now. His population looks like a bit lower than everyone else's, but it looks like he has a competent start. He's not too far behind. He knows what he's doing on Nomad. Right, I'll get to that. It's going to depend kind of a lot on the start, so we can kind of estimate how people's starts are based on their populations. So definitely the best population is Balalaika with Mongols. He has the best start for sure. He has 14 villas, which is the most. He has 3 fish, which is not the most, but I think personally I prefer having villagers as opposed to fishing ships, because you can always catch up later on with fishing ships, but it's harder to catch up with villagers because your TC is either going up or it's producing a villager, and if you're behind in villagers, you're going to stay behind for a while. So again, Balalaika here, he has stone on his TC with Mongols, which is very excellent given his strategy and for his Civ, because we know how strong Mangudais are. But particularly for Balalaika, he likes to do a fast feudal age and go for scouts. So assuming he does something like that, this is a very good strategy, or a very good map for him, because alongside his scouts he likes to go for towers. So if that's the choice of strategy that he does, he has a perfect map for that. If not, he can go for fast castle into a castle drop, which is also very good for his Civ. Alright, for Slam here, I don't like Slam's map too much. I also don't like that he's building a lumber camp on this wood in particular. He already knows where that Noboru knows where he is, right? He knows where Noboru, or he might not know where Noboru is. Let's see what the fog of war is. Yeah, he does not know that someone's up here. He can maybe predict based on where Noboru's villager was going that, you know, Noboru is somewhere up in this location, but he doesn't know exactly that Noboru is actually right here. All we know, Noboru knows for sure exactly what's going on right over here with Slam. He saw the TC. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up now, but he did have a villager walk by. And besides that, he can see the chopped wood, so he knows someone's over here. So that's why I don't like this lumber camp. He should have made the lumber camp like over here. Lumber camp over here. If Noboru chooses to make a tower here, he can take out that lumber camp, you know. All right, so as I mentioned before, Balalaika, he likes to do towers and he likes to do scouts. So he's going up early to the feudal age. It looks like he's not going to be doing scouts because he doesn't have the barracks up, but towers are very likely. Although in Green Heaven has a cheeky wall off going on, and I don't think Balalaika is going to have an easy time making scout or making his tower rush. At least not as easy as he would have liked. But still, very early feudal age time for him, and he's he's going to be putting on the pressure on In Green Heaven, who, you know, is not up to the feudal age even. See what In Green Heaven does over here. He's trying to go on this gold, but that gold's not going to last too long. He might be trying to take the gold while he can, and then then run his villas later on. But again, this part of the map is not going to be under his control very soon. There's a barracks coming up for Balalaika. Again, he might be wanting to add scouts later on. Let's see what his food and wood count is. Yeah, he has a lot of food. He has some wood. He had an idle TC earlier. I'm not sure for how long, but he's getting town watch, so maybe it was intentional. Alright, so let's see what Slam is doing with Tudens over here. Alright, so like I mentioned, this tower is going up, as I predicted, so that's why I did not like this lumber camp at all. This wall off's not very good either, but I'm not sure why Noboru ungarrisoned his villagers. He should have stayed garrisoned and continued shooting it, because he can't reach those. But if he gets fletching, he will be able to reach it. Let's see. Balalaika is continuing the tower push. He has villagers in this TC here, in this tower here, and he's going to prevent In Green Heaven from properly beating down this tower, because, you know, just attack, and then you do a huge amount of damage on these villagers. So this tower rush, a very strong strategy, especially since In Green Heaven was so slow to the feudal age. He's going to get there at about 16 minutes, which is very, very late, given Balalaika was up there before 12 minutes. So Lem is going to the castle age. He'll be the first one there. 1746, a fairly fast time, very fast, I would say. I'm going to be right back a sec. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry. Let's see once more what's going on. Okay, so In Green Heaven has stone under his control. He has a large amount of towers coming down in defense. Let's see where Balalaika is going with his villagers and scouts now. So he's finding out where Slam lives. Slam does have walls off, so he will be prepared for the tower rushes and scouts that are coming. But I'm not sure how he's going to deal with this right away. He might just make like a siege workshop and maybe a town center in the back to buy some time. Yeah, Balalaika style. He already has towers all over player 4's base here. But now there's some towers coming up on Slam. It looks like Slam doesn't know about this. For whatever reason, Balalaika made this tower kind of farther back. I think he should have made it over here. But not a big difference, I don't think. Yeah, 9 kills to 0. Yeah, Slam, he lost his fish. Most of his fish, at least. I should have mentioned that. Let's focus more on the tower rush coming in. But, so let's see what Slam does. He's making a defensive tower, so that's not what I expected. Maybe he didn't have enough wood. Yeah, he's making fire galleys, so he wasn't able to afford enough wood to actually properly deal with these scouts and villagers going to build towers coming in. Where is BacT? Good question. BacT, I guess only in Green Heaven knows where BacT is. Most likely BacT will be coming after this first game. That's what In Green Heaven said, at least. But I guess he's kind of busy right now. Looks like Slam had to buy some stone in order to get up this second tower. He is Tudin, so he can put 10 villagers inside of his towers. So that's a pretty big advantage in this tower war. But again, having these armored scouts running around nearby is not ideal for him, regardless of his towers, because he is missing fletching. Ooh, that's a big mistake by Slam. Slam is getting War Galley. Is he going to cancel that? No. Slam has War Galley. But that means he has the fire ships and demo ships. So that is a big mistake. That's just a waste of resources. Noboru's he's in the castle age right now, so he can make more war galleys or more fire ships if he wants. He's Byzantines and he's not in a bad situation like this, you know. But it looks like Slam did clear up this. He did clear this up right away. Yeah, exactly. You cannot underestimate Noboru and Balalaika. That's what I said when this game was starting. I'm like, I predict Noboru and Balalaika to win this easily. Like without BacT, I don't think they have much of a chance at all. Slam and In Green Heaven, very little chance. The aggressive strategy of Balalaika combined with like their general teamwork skills, because they have very good teamwork together. They know what everyone's doing. So this is gonna be, I mean, it's already GG essentially. Once Balalaika gets to the castle age, they might as well resign. They're not gonna win this game. Okay, Balalaika decided to send maybe 10 more villas forward. He already has 3 villas here. He lost one of them, I believe, that was building a tower. I guess, yeah, that's potentially what they're doing right now. Thank you. Alright, so let's see what Noboru's doing. Like I said, he did have that tower up, so he must have, I think, bought stone to make this town center, because I don't see him collecting stone anywhere. He does have a stable. He's going to make a few knights, but I don't think that's going to be too successful, because Slam has Tudins, and they do extra damage. Their TCs do extra damage to anything under them. And also he has a monastery coming up. And we know monks do very well against knights, right? Let's see if Slam can get this conversion. No. Yeah, go Noboru. I can agree with that sentiment. Alright, so in Green Heaven, again, he's just defended the entire game. He still has his fish alive, so he's not in a horrible position. But he did lose a few villagers here. He lost a lot of villager time. He has a few spearmen. He obviously noticed what Balalaika was doing with scouts. So he made some spearmen in defense. But let's see where that castle's going up for Balalaika. Here's the castle. Kind of an awkward place to build it. I think it would have made more sense over here. Will BacT play? Most likely. I think so. Alright, so Noboru did get that kill on the monk, which is what he wanted. That was good. Alright, so here's the castle going up. Again, I don't like the position of it. I think it could have been better off just over here, making sure that this area of the map was closed off. Well, this area was already kind of closed off because Noboru was right here. But if he built the castle over here, he could have prevented like expansion of Slam in this direction. Which, you know, there is some stone here, 2 stone piles, and up this gold mine as well. And also, if you put the castle like over here, it'd be like a good stepping stone, taking out Slam's actual base. You know, this part of his base is already kind of depopulated, although he did get a nice villager kill right here. Let's GG, says Slam. Yeah, he doesn't like the situation they're in. They're 1,000 score behind, or they're calling it. Yeah, they're calling GG in his first game. Perhaps BacT is on the way. Perhaps BacT is already here. Let's see. Let's just check the stats first. Alright, so Noboru, he has 18 kills. I think most of that was likely fire ships. 6 units lost. In Green Heaven didn't do too much this game. He was very slow to the feudal age, so that explains why he doesn't have many kills or deaths. And then we know what Balalaika did with his tower rush and scouts. Alright, well, that's pretty much the game here. BacT is here, so he's going to be here in game number 2. I'm going to put on a 1-0 in favor of Noboru and Balalaika. Alright, so for game 2, let's check the stats once more just to look at the civs. So, Slam and BacT are going to have Byzantines and Mongols. I'm not sure who's going to have which civ, but both of those civs are pretty decent. I think these are the better 2 civs for this matchup, I'd say. Mongols have a fast start, as we all know. If they have Hunt, which is pretty likely, it's pretty common that you're going to have Hunt on Nomad. All the deers and boars that are on the map. And then Byzantines are fairly good too because they have the strong fire galleys, which is even more important on Wolo Kingdom's Nomad as opposed to the previous AOC Nomad. And again, Goths, they don't really have any eco advantages. They kill boars faster, which isn't really a big deal. They do have a strong army once they get their eco going, you know, with Huskarls and, you know, pikemen that are cheap. And then Teutons, again, they don't really have a very good eco bonus for Nomad. Cheaper Farms is good on most maps, but it's not as significant on Nomad because some situations it's harder to farm because you can't really predict what your map is going to look like. There's oftentimes you're in a cramped location, surrounded by enemies, or you know, you're going to be in a difficult spot. So having a farming bonus isn't as significant. But Teutons are a good civ in that they do have very strong tower rush. So that's one thing that we can look forward to in this game. Balalaika is definitely going to be the Teutons player, I'd say, given how much he likes tower rushing, as we saw in the previous game. And then we'll have Noboru as Goths, most likely just doing some fire galleys, or booming, or any sort of strategy. Noboru's he does anything. Balalaika is the one who does the specific scouts and towers. Alright, so BacT says he needs 5 minutes. That might have been 1 or 2 minutes ago. You said you're about to kill everyone? Okay. Yeah, you were going up to the castle age. You needed some time, but again, Slam was in a bit of a pickle there. Alright, so if you guys have any questions about the tournament or any questions about Nomad, lay them on me. I'll respond to anything. Or if you have any questions about me or AOC in general, any questions whatsoever, I'm happy to answer. Oh, you were fishing was idle for a while, yeah. But yeah, that's understandable. I mean, when you're against towers like that, when you're not even in the feudal age. I mean, even when you're in the feudal age, it's you get panicked. But when you're not in the feudal age, it's just you have no idea what to do. I think you didn't really need fires. I mean, I guess you could have killed Balalaika's fish. Yeah, I mean, if you went north, you could have killed Balalaika's fish, I think. But at least your fish didn't die, right? Your fish was alive, I believe, unless it died towards the end. That was your very first tournament game. Well, at least you're playing amongst good players, right? You know. I mean, you're apologizing to Slam here, but it's not like Slam was in like a winning position himself. You know, he was in a tough situation too. Like even before Balalaika attacked him. So yeah, I wouldn't apologize for this. I think even if you were back T, it would be a very hard game, and I don't think Slam would be, in a very strong position against Noboru because Noboru had the better start. He killed his fish, most of the fish at least, and Slam had a very bad eco for sure. Yeah, it started when Balalaika made scouts, but he didn't get into Slam's base at all. Slam was fully walled, uh, and then the towers came later as well. I mean, the towers it was pretty late when they actually got to Slam. It was past 20 minutes, I believe, when Slam was actually being attacked by a Balalaika. And again, his eco was already very bad before that. He didn't have a second TC even, but obviously Balalaika did make the situation worse, for sure. All right, I'm gonna be. All right, so I guess we're still waiting for that second game to start. BacT is not ready. BacT is away for now. I guess he will be here fairly soon, but as of now, he's not here. All right, BacT is here too. So they will be starting shortly. As soon as right now we're gonna begin launch. Again, like I said, I think what civs we're gonna see is Balalaika will have Tudins, Noboru will have Goths, I think BacT will be Byzantines most likely, and then we're gonna have Slam on Mongols. That's my guess. I'm definitely 100% sure about the Japanese team Civ picks. Uh, Slam and BacT, I'm not sure. They could switch them. 50-50 either way. I just threw some Civs out there and assigned them to the players. I don't know. I don't know one way or the other. I'm gonna look at the brackets once more. So again, BacT and Slam and Noboru and Balalaika are going to be fighting uh, for the ability to fight Mentalist and Improvise in round 2. So again, Mentalist and Improvise defeated Stefan and Metal 3-0, even though they were seated 9 places lower. That was a very clear win for Mentalist and Improvise there. Just game after game, easy 25 minutes, 30 minutes. I think there was one game that was longer, but even that one was GG a lot sooner. Yeah, I think Mentalist and Improvise should have the advantage uh, against BacT and Slam, even if they get through here. Like Mentalist and Improvise, they have good teamwork. They're Nomad players. They know what they're doing. Same thing with Noboru and 43. Noboru 43 and Balalaika. Actually, just the other day, Noboru and Balalaika had a best of 5 against Mentalist and Improvise, and this team, Mentalist and Improvise, prevailed 3-1. So we just saw in the previous game how easily Noboru and Balalaika beat Slam and In Green Heaven. So it's not, again, this Japanese team is not bad, but Mentalist and Improvise are even better. Yeah, Japan power. Very powerful. You let them win. Okay. You're starting to sound like Metal and Stefan when you say that. They're like, "Oh, I wasn't trying. It's not a big deal. I'm not taking it seriously." That's what Stefan and Metal say when they're playing, tournaments or show matches. Yeah, Nico, I'm not sure about this MBL choice as your ally. I think he could have did a little bit better than that. I guess you kind of have to because he's an aftermath. But I mean, Mentalist, he was right there. You could have chosen him. He's right above you, right there. So close, so close. You could have had back-to-back victories. Where do I live? Wisconsin. You're from the U.S. too, right? You're from the U.S. Yep, you're from the U.S. Right? So you know where Wisconsin is, of course. Oh, Cali, nice. All right, so let's check the civs. Oh, what? I'm so surprised. Why does Noboru have Tudins and Balalaika have Goths? It should be the opposite. Because again, we saw Balalaika's strategy in the previous game. That's what he does almost every single game. He does scouts and towers, and Tudins is one of the perfect civs for that strategy. But he's Goths. So I don't understand that. And then I was right about slamming BacT, Mongols, and Byzantine. So okay, I'm confused right now, but all right, that's yeah, okay. So he has Goths. Balalaika has Goths. I don't know why, but he does. All right, so Slam dropped his TC right over here. It looks like a very fast TC actually. Very fast. He has shorefish on it, so that's very good for him. Very good TC for Slam. Good start. He has gold nearby. He has some hunt. It might be difficult to find his hunt, but he does have it near him. Near enough, I guess. And again, he found the spore as well, so he's not going to have any shortage of food. He has this shorefish, like I mentioned. There's a bit of a pause here, so I can just easily catch up on what's going on in the map. No snow. Yeah, the thing is, I don't have a problem with snow. I know some of you guys have problems with snow. You want me to go back and get rid of the snow? Let's see if I can do that actually. Can I just get rid of the snow like this? No, I have to actually download something else. So we have a pause right now, so I'm going to see if I can go do that. But yeah, I know a lot of players don't like the snow, so I should have that. I personally do not mind it, like I said, but yeah, there's a hell of a lot of downloads on this one. I might actually restart my Voobly, right? Or not. I don't think so. Well, I mean, we have to pause right now, you know? The game is paused. Let's make sure that there's no password on the room, you know? I don't want to get locked out later on. Yeah, there's no password on the room. The game's still paused. I'm going to go back. It's no big deal, you know? Let me make sure I have it enabled, actually. Yeah, I have no snow enabled. Okay. I hope it doesn't clash with one of my other mods. I don't think it... Oh, what? It didn't work. It did not work. Oh, this is a restart anyway, so we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. They restarted. Someone did a restart. Yeah, they did a restart. So that didn't work. Do I have to download something else? If anyone knows, this one did not work. Maybe no snow for Wololo Kingdoms or something. Let's see. No. Yeah, in green, he played the first game. It's a bit of a disagreement here about the rules, but I'm pretty sure I know the rules better than these guys do. They think you can't kill a villager with a TC, and I think you can do that at any time. And I think they did it after 3 minutes, anyways. It looks like they did it like right after 3 minutes, if I had to guess. Okay, so here's what the rules say about that. There are no villager fights or killing enemy sheeps allowed in the first 3 minutes. If two players drop their TC in range of each other, the game will be restarted by admin restart. If a player drops his TC on purpose, his team will receive an admin loss for their respective game against the opponent. Drops the TC against the opponent. Okay, you are allowed to build a dock in one house before your TC is up. Alright, it's not allowed to wall in your opponent's TC in the beginning of the game. First 3 minutes. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing about you can't kill villagers with your TC. Okay, they use re. Alright, so do you guys know what mod, like how do I get no snow to work? Because I have no snow on, but it didn't work when I launched the previous game. So do I have to turn something else off, or I think there's something incompatible? You guys have any idea how to turn the snow off? Or if I should download a different mod? That'd be a good idea. I'll try a different mod first. Maybe advanced grid no snow. When was this uploaded? Not too recently. I don't know. I think the mods that I have installed there is mostly from Wolo Kingdoms. Like this is like if I have Wolo Kingdoms, it gives me small trees, it gave me light grid, it gave me dark gray patch, I believe. I think it offered to give me no snow, but I never took it. So okay, so I use this one. Advanced terrains. Okay, let's try that. That should work then. If Geraldo's telling me what to do, I give it a 99.9% success rate. I might have to rejoin the room. Okay, so maybe I have to turn off something else. Maybe not. I'll just turn off this no snow. Obviously, I don't need the no snow if 99.9 is far too high. Okay, I'll give you 99.8. Should be good. Alright, so it looks like the game is starting. Right now, yep, game is starting. The terrain does look a bit different, I think. Alright, so let's see what's going on over here. BacT has his TC. Slam has a villager near BacT's TC. Looks like Slam hasn't dropped his TC just yet. He might be having a hard time. Yeah, Slam is still walking around. I don't know where Slam's going to build it. He might build one right over here. He should build one right over here. Build it, Slam. Where is he going to build it? Slam walks by Balalaika's TC. Balalaika has to be careful. He can't kill these. He can't kill these sheep. Okay. Alright. Slam found some boars. He's already building it, like I said, with this villager. Alright, yeah, he has a bad start now. Again, this was the previous game was a restart for slam+BacT because they actually kind of just resigned because they thought you can't kill a villager with your TC. You can do that at any time. And I think it was even after 3 minutes when it happened, so there was absolutely no reason to believe you couldn't do it. Because 3 minutes was kind of like a time in the rules where you couldn't do X, Y, and Z before 3 minutes. And again, it was after 3 minutes anyway, so I don't know. Just some confusion. Again, you can't expect BacT and Slam to read the rules, you know. Alright, so here's Balalaika with Goths again. Oh yeah, yeah. Am I in TeamSpeak? No, not yet. I didn't know you were gonna actually come. You know, I just kind of I just asked you as kind of like a joke, but yeah, I'm obviously if you're gonna come, dude, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have to change my settings a bit. Hold on.
Connected. User entered your channel.
Okay, let's go to another room. I guess let's go to Fox. Do you know the Fox password?
User left your channel. User left your channel.
Okay, I have to find it myself.
Channel User joined your channel.
Yo, what's up? Let's go to the other one so we don't disturb Wonderland.
Hello.
User left your channel.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, what's up, Mentalist? What's up, Liam? How you doing?
Hey, pretty good, man. Looking forward to some exciting Nomad games here.
Yeah, definitely any game with Balalaika is an exciting game.
Yeah, I feel like these players, there's a lot of potential for excitement. Especially with how close they've all TC'd to each other here.
Yeah, and Slam here, he has kind of a slow start, if you noticed.
Oh yeah, he's a couple villagers off the pace.
Yeah, definitely. He placed his TC after, it was like after a minute and a half, I think. So, pretty late.
Yeah, no, he's, could be in a little bit of trouble here.
He does have these boars, so that's, looks like Noboru's taking them, actually, so never mind.
Yeah, no, the Japanese team, they both have very good TC spots here, taking boars and having extra food sources as well.
Yeah.
So definitely the Dark Age advantage is it's quite strongly in their favor.
I agree with you there. What do you think about Balalaika taking Goths instead of Teutons?
A little surprising, considering the player, but we'll have to see what he does with it.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like BacT might struggle a little bit here as well. After that boar he's eating right now, there's very little food on his map.
Very true. He has that one sheep left, but does he have any good place to shorefish? Take shorefish? I see one, but not much more than that.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah. Let's see what the teams see, actually. Noboru, I don't think Noboru knows for sure where Slam is, but he sees a house. We might have a kind of an idea what's going on.
You have to imagine that with how close they are, they'll certainly discover each other soon.
Yeah, Noboru has a villager going directly towards Slam's TC. Oh, he's taking a bit of a beeline, turning around. All right. It looks like Noboru won't be losing a villager to Slam's TC just yet. I know the Tyrant team definitely knows where Balalaika is.
Yeah, Balalaika is very unlucky to not spot BacT's TC here. He's sitting in a little dark spot on
exactly, his map. He does see, I mean, if he had one more tile, he would have seen the chopped wood at the top there, but yeah, unfortunately for him, he's missing. He's missing that information.
BacT is struggling to up here. He wants to go towers, but he's stuck on 400 food.
Looks like Balalaika is doing the same thing, actually. He's stuck as well.
Oh, Balalaika advancing to feudal age.
Oh, I think I might be behind a little bit. Or, nope, maybe not. But yeah, he's the first one up.
Yeah, so gonna be interesting here. The Japanese team quite ahead on Vils and Fish at this point. Slam's also gone for a fast up as well.
He's gonna be going for fire galleys, I'd say.
Yeah, it'll be good. His fish are very close to Noboru's, so that's always quite a legitimate tactic.
Yeah. He sees the house that Noboru has, so he probably expects the dock to be right there.
Oh yeah, he's definitely predicted that well.
That'd be a pretty good move. It looks like Noboru is kind of relying on that food source, although he does have quite a few deer near his TC, so he might not need it.
Noboru's... It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out, because both Tyrants are going to be playing a feudal game, whereas it looks like Noboru is potentially set to FC here.
Yeah.
It'd be curious to see how the Tyrants are able to deal with that, although Slams drop the barracks.
Yep, you're correct about that. Just noticed that as well. But so is Noboru.
Looks like Slam's going for scouts and fires, which is quite a good combination in the new Nomad meta, I would say.
Yeah, will he be able to afford the second, or the stable right away? I don't think so. He has 2 docks, so he might be making the stable a bit later. Or will he be making the fire galleys a bit later?
Are you you're a little off the pace here? My eyes are... I'm staring at a Slam stable.
Oh yeah, okay. For some reason I'm running slow. I'll catch up. So are you at... I guess I'm caught up now. Yeah, you're correct, okay. For some reason I'm running slow, but I'm caught up now.
A little bit of a tower fight going on between Bala and BacT at this moment.
Stone, please.
Yep.
Bala still doesn't know where BacT's TC is, but he's captured a Vil, or killed a Vil there, so...
Okay, he has the scouts though coming out. So regardless of his civ, he's doing the same strategy.
Slam coming up. He's got some scouts and a tower.
Oh yes, I see.
Oh, but it's going to be a battle. This will be a key engagement here.
Oh, definitely. That spearman coming in is going to be so dangerous.
Oh, and Noboru's, he doesn't want to lose it. He's committing heavily.
Yeah. He can't give up his gold. I don't think he has another safe one.
Oh my god.
Oh, that tower. This. I mean, the gate.
Yeah, this... It's getting violent in the little mini arena here.
Oh yeah, I think Slam should escape. Yeah, he should delete that. Yeah.
Oh, Noboru on the way to Castle Age, though.
Oh yeah, that's a very fast time in this situation for sure. And his fish... Oh, he's gonna lose all his fish though, but... Again, he still has some deer alive if he would take his deer.
Oh, BacT actually in a bit of trouble here. A tower coming up on his gold.
Mm-hmm. He does have a spearman, but I don't think that's going to be doing too much with those towers around. But I guess be careful. He can't do this.
BacT's on 19 Vils. Bala's quite ahead in Vils.
Oh, he has 10 Vils, yeah.
That's incredible, actually. I would say this is looking good for the Japanese team.
Oh, very good.
To see what the Tyrants can do to recover this.
I don't know. I mean, I say Slam still has a decent advantage. He's on stone here. he's setting himself up to go to the Castle Age, but again, Noboru is already there. He might be making a few knights, but yeah, this tower's coming up for Slam here.
You'd have to say the one saving grace for the Tyrants right now is they both still have a good fish supply. So that's the
true.
one boost to their economy.
Yeah, BacT still has 9 fishing ships. That's the thing with Balalaika's style. He never makes even a single fire galley. He always lets his opponents fish as much as they like. That leaves one way for them to come back into the game.
For sure. Although if if you trade 10 villagers for 10 fishing ships, you're coming out ahead. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
BacT's almost taken himself out of the game, really. He's not going to be doing very much of anything, really, with that kind of economy.
He does have a decent amount of resources saved up here, so I think he could potentially, even without too many villagers, he could.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
That's right. The fish.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just the fish alone has allowed him to bank. And what's Bala looking like? Oh, Bala's going to be up to Castle Age here with this market. So that's going to be good for him. Ooh.
So I'm trying to get up this castle or this tower forward here.
This is a big fight with
Yeah.
a typical Nomad fight. You got 10 villagers, 5 spearmen. You wouldn't see this anywhere else, that's for sure.
Well, with the current AOC meta, you might even see this on Arabia. You know.
Oh my god, Noboru's setting his whole village. It's
Well, you have to do what you can.
it's like a hooligan fight at the World Cup here.
The Tudor team against the Germans, I guess, against the Mongols. I guess there's no Mongolian World Cup team, unfortunately.
Oh my god, I haven't seen a brawl like this.
Not for quite a while.
Yeah.
I guess Balalaika and BacT are both on the way to the Castle Age here.
Yeah, and, it's turning into a real scrappy game here.
Definitely. When that tower coming up it's already up for BacT. That's pretty significant, taking Balalaika off of farms, you know.
The Vil fighting continues.
Yeah, it looks like Noboru's dead here. I think Noboru's finished. He has 23 Vils left while time is over 7 ahead. And he doesn't have the fish to recuperate with, you know, so.
Yeah, you definitely gotta feel like he went a little too crazy with that villager fighting.
Yeah, definitely. I think he should have just got a siege workshop out and then stuck with some spearmen. But I guess he had other ideas.
Yeah, no, he really kind of threw away that castle tech advantage. I guess can't really see why he did. I guess his gold has one tower on it, but he could still have collected it. It's just, yeah, that tower by Slam really triggered him and just caused him to go crazy.
Yeah, kind of an unnecessary 15 Vil forward there.
Yeah, still, yeah, if he wasn't so far out of it, I mean, Bala with the Goths here, he's got Huskarls against pretty much nothing right now, just monks coming up.
Spearmen in the tower for now.
So really, Balalaika still holds an advantage over BacT, but Slam he's almost going to have a free reign with Noboru taking himself out of the game like that.
Yeah, and he didn't really get much out of it. He didn't take Slam with him, really. Because you can look at the KD, it looks like Slam has 2-1 nearly.
Yeah, 41 to 21. That's not pretty. Although, we'll have to see if Balalaika can pull off a 2v1 kind of game here. Slam
I don't think so. Ooh, there's Huskarls coming in against Slam.
He's got a good civ to do it. If there was one civ you could kind of pull this off with, Goths, they're not bad.
Yeah, but I don't think his eco advantage is you know, too noteworthy enough to do it, but so far he's looking like he's doing pretty well with it.
Well, just he's got the army right now. Like both tyrants just have spearmen and pikemen for.
Yeah.
you hardly ever see this, but it looks like the monks are kind of doing a job here.
This could be potentially a time for where Noboru can catch up a bit with all the help he's getting from Balalaika.
Yeah, even in this situation, I wouldn't mind if Noboru would just, you know, sling food. He would just sling food and Balalaika could mass a lot of Huskarls. It could be pretty effective.
That could be a potentially good idea, but his eco's like look at his farms, you know. How much food is he gonna sling?
Every little bit counts.
Yeah, I suppose they're rather cheap, those Huskarls.
Yeah, just really comes down to how effective Balalaika can be with those Huskarls, and unfortunately he kind of Titanicked his first group away and lost them all to pikemen and spearmen and towers.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate.
He's just got to keep it on the enemy eco.
He is maintaining a good villager lead against BacT though, even with his 1 TC.
Yeah, BacT is trying to boom a little bit on the far side of the map, which is good.
Yeah.
Because his close eco might not be long for this world.
That's true. He's a good 10 Huskarls out there for Balalaika. Yeah, now that Slam's in the castle age nearly, I'm not sure what he's gonna do. He doesn't have enough wood really to make it. He can make a siege workshop maybe.
Looks like he's going to be going for knights.
Oh yeah, he has a bit of gold too.
Oh, and second castle coming up.
Oh really? I see that. Yeah.
So that's just going to take out the rest of BacT's economy at the north side. Really, Balalaika, he'll need to shift his focus.
Oh, but watch out for that manga now. Oof.
Ba-ba-ba-boom.
That's kind of strange that when it doesn't kill like even one villager, even though it shot at him directly. Did you notice that? Rather strange.
Didn't exactly have my eyes on it. Maybe there was some kind of matrix magic going on by Balalaika.
Yeah, maybe.
The projectiles.
It looked like it was a direct shot and nothing died, but perhaps you're right.
Like, yeah, Balalaika still, he's on 1 TC and he's not even producing vills from it, so he's truly going all in on the Huskarls.
So I think BacT will lose his remaining vills here unless he manages to escape them, which is what he's trying to do.
BacT just on 1 town center, is he?
Yeah, he's.
Oh no, he's.
Oh, he has another one in the south
now. Yeah. So really, the struggle for Balalaika, it's like he's playing whack-a-mole. He's got the superior army, but he needs to take out their economies faster than they can boom.
Right.
And knowing these players, Slam and BacT, they're very proficient boomers, so it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, especially when Noboru is so far behind compared to Slam.
Yeah, it's...
Well, he's actually doing the sling like you suggested. Noboru is.
Okay.
I don't know about that, but I guess if you think it's good, it might be.
Well, it's just looking at Noboru, it's going to be tough for him to really get back in the game with the situation he's in.
That's true.
So really, that's still looking a little dangerous for the Tyrants. There's a lot of Huskarls out and on the field. I would really like for Balalaika to kind of be building his own economy here as well.
Like, these slam gates coming up.
Yeah, the slam micro, not just the myth people talk about. Man puts down gates in situations that Hardly any other players do. Some have copied.
Yeah. Well, I think was Slam the first one to do this fast gates, or I mean, I have no idea where this originated, but I guess
I
he'd
feel
be,
like he was definitely one of the first ones to
yeah,
kind of use that kind of micro to defend his armies.
definitely one of the
Nowadays,
pioneers.
yeah, nowadays a little more widespread.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's Slam's having a few nights here, but kind of lacking the upgrades to fight this many Huskarls. But the unfortunate thing is, BacT is booming at quite a rapid pace. He's 20 vills ahead. So
Oh,
even
yeah.
if Balalaika takes out Slam here, BacT's on like 5 TCs booming at this point.
Yeah, and he does have Byzantines, which they do have a very good unit against the Huskarls if they can get some castles going, you know?
Yeah. So I think the moment for the Japanese may have passed in this game.
Yeah,
Unfortunately for them.
I think they should be going into game 3.
Level on 1-1.
I guess,
Yeah, BacT really played it well, just kind of realizing the situation and that he just needed to kind of boom up here. He couldn't fight him.
true, yeah.
Oh, and BacT up to Imp.
Ooh, yeah, I see that.
Ooh.
Also, Slam getting out this castle, he has it walled in as well. Looks like those husks won't be able to do too much to stop that. They're just gonna raid. They're doing a good job raiding, but that's not gonna be enough. Balalaika, he doesn't do anarchy. He has 2 castles producing all these Huskarls.
And he hasn't made a Vill in like half an hour, feels like.
Yeah, I don't think he's made...
He just queued one up.
Oh wow, so maybe this has been unintentional, not making a Vill?
Oh no, I think it's I have the spec overlay up that he's been on like 33, 34, 35 for a good 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think he made more than maybe 5 since he got to the castle age.
It was an interesting game.
Yeah.
It feels kind of like the Japanese team threw it a little bit with some of Noboru's over-aggression.
Yeah, because he did have looks like a 12-minute advantage in terms of castle time against Slam, so he didn't really need to do that, I think.
Yeah, the castle age is no advantage when your entire village is fighting there with, clubs and spears in the middle of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Noboru cannot deal with the Balalaika style from Slam, he says.
Really? Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, that was probably unexpected.
I thought he was doing okay with it until that one fight, but I guess he felt the pressure, and he cracked under the pressure.
Noboru actually asked me before the game started, what did I expect slam+BacT to do? I told him he'll probably just do one of 2 things: fire galleys or fast castle. So I unfortunately gave some bad advice in terms of at least that last game.
Oh, that's unfortunate right there.
Yeah, he was not prepared at all for that.
I think you may have to resign your position as the Team Japan coach. So I guess we're moving into the matchup of the Pixiv matchup.
Right, yeah. So they're gonna pick from Ethiopians, Slavs, Magyars, Britons, and what's the last civ? Byzantines. So out of those 6 civs, what do you think are the best 2?
I think we'll see a healthy dose of Ethiopians, and then I think the second civ you can make a few arguments for, Byzantines or Britons or Magyars, but I kind of feel like we'll see Ethiopians and Magyars.
Ethiopians and Magyars. I actually don't really like Ethiopians so much on Nomad. Like, I don't think that 100 food and gold is like a huge eco boost, but I guess it's not
Yeah, I
bad.
think just their unique units and the way how they they play like Mayans a little bit. It can just be quite strong. Like if you get those archers out with castle, I feel like they just play quite strong.
Wait, the unique unit of Ethiopians?
Well, just going
Oh
crossbows
yeah,
or going
crossbow.
for the. I guess they're what is their unique unit?
Shotel warriors? Those are the infantry,
Yeah, I
Shotels.
was for a second there. I will admit I was thinking about the rattan archers, but I
Oh
guess
yeah.
they're what is that,
Yeah,
Vietnamese
that's
or
Vietnamese. Yeah, in that previous game, for some reason, I was falling behind in terms of, I was always falling behind. I had to catch up every few seconds. But I don't know what it was. But I opened TeamSpeak or what, but something had started making me lag. Fall
your
behind.
streets behind. I'm streets ahead. That's all there is to it.
I also turned on this enhanced terrains V2. I'm not sure. That might have done something.
Yeah, I think your computer is slowly going to, fall off the pace. Clearly, you've downloaded some kind of virus mod.
Mm-hmm. That might be what happened.
I think these civs, we'll see what the Japanese guys take, but I'm excited to see Balalaika with a civ he can really go aggressive with. I expect we'll see him on Magyars.
Yeah. I think he picks Magyars. I'm not sure exactly what Noboru picks. It might be Ethiopians. I think that's what he picked against you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they were practicing, they were going for those two civs.
Yeah, I just forgot the sixth civ. It's Ethiopians, Slavs, Magyars, Britons, and Byzantines, and then there's one more. I forget.
Time to take a little trip over to AoE zone.
Perhaps, yeah.
I'll check it out. I'll do the investigation. Vikings.
Oh yeah, Vikings. I forgot about the Vikings. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
Vikings is a very good civ anymore, is it?
Well, it's hard to say. Like, certainly not having fire galleys compared to most other civs. Definitely, it feels like a big disadvantage. But Viking economy, the Viking eco bonus is one of the best ones in the game. So
That's true. Just they have that dock bonus nerfed, so that's the main reason you like them, and they don't have that anymore.
oh, really? It's been nerfed to death, has it?
Yeah, because they used to cost 113 wood, and now it's like 130 something, like 133 or 34. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Vikings.
docks minus 25% now.
Yeah.
See, how much is it? On their tech tree, it's showing 150, but that's
Right,
the
yeah.
standard rate.
I guess you'd have to do the math yourself in order to know for sure.
Who's got time for math?
Alright, so there is Ethiopians and Magyars for the Japanese team, as we predicted.
Take a look at Noboru's TC.
Yeah.
He's put it on the saddest little forest you've ever seen.
Yeah, but he does have his boars and a shorefish nearby, so
Yeah,
not without his trade-offs,
Yeah, definitely. It's not the worst TC ever. It certainly looks a little silly.
Yeah, in a game previously, I think maybe a couple nights ago, where he was Turks, he made it. It wasn't even close to a forest at all, and it even took him a while to build a lumber camp.
Oh no. Well, curious to see BacT's actually gone for the Vikings. He doesn't agree with our analysis that they've been nerfed a little bit. Doing a nice little deer lure here with his villager to get it right under his TC.
Yep. See if I'm falling behind. Oh yeah, I'm still falling behind a bit. I wonder why that is.
Gotta hammer that fast forward.
I don't want to do that. They can turn off something.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure what would be causing that. I guess something to do with the streaming setup.
Yeah, but I've never had this problem before, so I think I fixed it. I turned off. I think it's because of the HD water I had on when I turned on the new mod. I turned it off now. I think I'm not falling behind anymore.
Oh, hate to see this out in Noboru. He had a lot of vills on the shorefish, and now he's put them all on the slower collecting sheep.
I guess they don't have to walk, but he still has one on the shorefish, maybe.
They were a whole one tile away from the TC.
Yeah,
well.
I'm just I don't know, dude. Maybe because actually that's not a good reason either. But I was thinking maybe he didn't have a whole lot of food, he thought, and then he wanted to conserve the. He didn't want it to decay too much, but he has 3 boars on his TC, so he can't explain it. Can't explain it.
Like to see him taking these boars. And BacT's going to have a nice dock with Vikings here in the top corner of the map. A lot of deep fish, and unlikely to have fire ships attacking him early.
Oh yeah, this dock is unlikely to die, to have its fishing ships killed anytime soon.
That's a smart place to put it for BacT, and he's got really good fish there, actually. That's one of the better docks I think I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that's lucky for him. Usually, like, the fish is pretty scarce on this new Nomad. You know, the one that's updated a bit in the Swallow Kingdoms. You know, there's not as much fish, I don't think, but it's spread out a bit more.
Yeah, well, personally, I find on the new Nomad, or the WK Nomad, like, there's a good amount of fish, and you know pretty much wherever you put your dock, you'll have some deep fish.
Yeah.
So it's very consistent. But BacT's a little lucky to have just this many deep fish this close to his dock. He's got, looks like...
Good 5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 within, like, 7 tiles, which that's going to be very helpful for his early food economy.
That's true. Looks like Noboru and Balalaika have... before, it looks like they had a population advantage. Maybe it's kind of slight now, but still, I think the advantage is there. So Noboru is lagging behind in the fish production.
Yeah, you got to imagine with that miniature forest he's on, he's gonna probably struggle to keep up the fish production.
Yeah, but early on he shouldn't have been too slow, right?
Oh, no, definitely no reason to fall behind early when you have, 6 or 7 trees touching your TC. But he's going heavily on food here.
As is Balalaika, and we know what that means for him, especially given he has Magyars.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see heavy scouts and towers out of Balalaika. This is the perfect kind of TC spot for him to up fast and have good production. It's actually a really nice build out of Balalaika.
Yeah, very good, I'd say.
I think he's gonna be up fast. He's got a good number of fish.
And he does see the stone near him, between him and Noboru. So that could be the stone he's going to take later on.
Yeah, and he's clicking up, so it's a good time.
Very good, I'd say. And his fish also.
Ooh.
One of the weaknesses of his strategy is losing his fish, and I don't think that's going to happen this game.
No, they're going to be safe there.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Noboru. He builds a lumber camp, and it's almost as bad as his starting forest.
Yeah, especially without, microing it at all. Aye.
Yeah, I know, it's a little unfortunate he didn't build it a little further to the right, but we'll see how he survives off it.
Now let's see what he's going for. I think it most likely will be just a straight fast castle for him. Perhaps he'll do crossbowmen. I remember when I played a game with them before with Ethiopians, and Noboru just did crossbowmen, fast castle. That might be what we'll see here.
Yeah, and that forest is a real handicap, though.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel like he's gonna need to invest in another lumber camp just to keep his wood line respectable.
Yeah, perhaps. Noboru doesn't have the most efficient economy.
Oh, nice dock coming up from Noboru. He really looks like he wants to go for their fish.
Oh yeah, right in the corner there, in between them. So perhaps BacT's fish won't be as safe as we think.
Yeah, no, that's a really smart play by Noboru. You always want to be redocking next to your enemies in 2v2.
How did he get the villager there without loom? That's the question. He just went right through their bases, but right in between their bases.
He looks like he threaded the needle here somehow. I didn't see it, but
that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, BacT going for the fast castle here, but
oof, that's not going to be the best strategy here.
Yeah, well, his market could even be denied if Balalaika comes in here with scouts, and that's good. Ooh, this is going to be painful for him.
Here come a bunch of villagers. That's a bit of a late tower. Oh, and one villager goes down instantly. No loom, no loom.
No loom against the forging of the Magyar scouts.
Oh, God.
Oh, BacT taking a lot of early damage here.
2 vills down. Is market denied? Yes, they're on all these villagers. Bad situation.
Insane to be going for no loom strategies on Nomad, I would say.
Against Balalaika.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Really losing a lot of vills.
Yep. That's 4 vills now, isn't it? Might be 5.
Yeah, this is kind of a crushing early game for him, but
food, please.
Yep.
We'll see if he's able to recover like last game.
Yeah, let's see if looks like Noboru doesn't have his fire ships out and about yet. They're queued up. He has one coming into slam, yeah.
He's got one right by the fish here, so he's
yep.
getting
and he
damage.
sees it. That's excellent for Noboru.
Oh my god. And okay, BacT finally has loom.
That's good for him. He's gonna fight down this tower, and it's not gonna. Oh, he's gonna build his own tower. I don't think Balalaika has enough scouts to actually deal with this.
You can't deny it, but I mean, this is just—it's dragging BacT's economy into the dirt. Like he's not going to be able to do anything with his castle age. Losing more vills, and losing even more vills.
Oh my god,
down.
16 villagers left right now for him.
Yeah, it's a slaughter.
But behind this, I don't think Balalaika has been making too many vills of his own. Like he only has 28. Yeah, I'd expect more.
When you're able to kill 10 villagers at this time in the game.
Yeah.
There's another one.
But you have to think though, you're against Slam as well. So although Noboru's doing a pretty good job here, being
microphone muted.
Yeah, definitely Noboru's gonna have to be a little more effective than last game. We're gonna see Noboru moving into crossbows, while Slam just moving into a boom here. Just moving into upgraded fire ships.
Microphone activated.
all right.
Yeah, so BacT is really he's about to lose his fish as well. Like BacT is going to be completely out of this game.
Oh yeah, those fire galleys are going straight for BacT's fish, and that's like his only saving grace of trying to get back into this. That free wheelbarrow and handcart, while it's significant, it's more significant when you actually have villagers, right?
Yeah, when you have villas and farms. I guess he does have a little bit of food banked up, and he's going to be on 2 TCs here, so
He does have a bit.
He's going to be able to add a few to his Vil count, but he's definitely, really feeling the pain right now.
Ooh, but check out this other tower coming up. Oof.
Oh my gosh,
That might be in range of his TC though. Like BacT's TC might be able to hit that tower.
Yeah, it looks.
Oh, maybe
like...
no.
Let's see. I think it might be.
If it sees it, yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, it is. It is in range.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, BacT losing his fish though, and Slam not being able to kill Noboru's fish.
Yeah, and Slam with Ethiopians, he's on 2 TCs.
Oh my god, Balalaika's scouts, are they gonna see this TC from Slam? This would be huge.
Oh yeah, it might.
Oh,
no, they just miss it. They missed it.
1 or 2 tiles out of vision.
That could have been the game-ending find right there, but unfortunately for them, the game continues.
Would have been huge, although gotta feel like surely Slam will struggle here. He's just gone full boom against 3-range crossbows.
Yeah, he's gonna have a hard time, but I mean, if he gets a mangonel out, he will be able to micro it for sure.
The tower Balalaika built is a very peaceful tower. It doesn't want to attack anyone.
Oh yeah. That's for some reason that happens. I'm not sure why. That's a very common sight.
A little bit of a glitch, a bug.
Yeah.
Not sure what causes it either.
Because it's BacT TC.
Oh my
More
gosh,
villagers
BacT
going down.
Just been taking the punishment all game long.
So there goes the food that he banked up because he used it on some villagers, and now those villagers are dead.
And I think one of the key things in this game is, will Slam be able to get a castle up on that big hill right in front of his town centers?
Yeah,
you can tell that's what he wants to do.
Definitely.
But,
why isn't Noboru attacking with his crossbowman? He has Bodkin arrow here.
Yeah, well,
he's going.
Slam's
Oh yeah,
wood,
I see him. Yeah.
But I would love to see Noboru putting his own siege workshop on that hill.
Oh, man. That was a lot of kills for those crossbowmen. That's unexpected.
More vills for BacT being hunted down.
Oh yeah, I see this. Oh man.
BacT is really, he's not loving it.
Oh yeah. He might as well call it a game, I think. He's out of it. It's up to Slam now. Slam is in a good situation, but actually he only has 42 vills after losing those 4 or 5 to Noboru.
The Japanese, it's their game to lose.
Oh, definitely.
They should not be losing this game.
And Balalaika is on the way to the Castle Age now, so we can expect a lot of knights coming in here later on.
Really, Balalaika, if he and Noboru work together, and they both go for Slam, there's no way Slam should be able to really defend it.
Yeah, but if he does get a castle up, he could close down the map a bit.
That's, it could get a little tricky if Slam's able to get a castle on that hill, kind of get his economy really rolling. That's, you still got to imagine the Japanese team would have the advantage here.
Yeah, definitely, no doubt.
Would really like...
Oh, Slam's thinking about GG here.
Yeah, he's
looking calling
over at BacT's base and he doesn't like what he's seeing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, no, it's really this game pretty much was GG. It was a masterclass by Balalaika.
Oh yeah, that's
some really crazy play by BacT, just going for the no loom fast castle without scouting what his opponent was going for.
Yeah, he has no idea that this is the norm for Balalaika. Just do this, no matter your distance to the opponent. If you're right next to them or if you're on the other side of the map, he's going to be doing that. Those scouts and those towers.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a case of BacT not being familiar with his opponents.
Yeah.
Because these, from the ratings, you might think this is a lopsided matchup, but Balalaika and Noboru they're very experienced Nomad players, and they're very aggressive. So
Definitely.
Tyrants are on the brink of being knocked out in the first round here. This is pretty crazy.
But honestly, it's not unprecedented. You know, if you look at the brackets, how many lower seeded teams have won? So many. So I think this would be like maybe the fifth or sixth team that if Noboru and Balalaika do pull it off in Game 4 or Game 5, they have a lot of company with them that beat higher seeds. But this would be the most significant of all for sure.
Yeah, no, this would be definitely a huge surprise because BacT and Slam, they're, it's not like they don't know Nomad. BacT especially is, he's got a lot of experience playing Nomad 1v1s and just he's been playing the map for years. But maybe they're feeling a little rusty on the map, so it's pretty exciting to see. Usually in these tournaments we don't have too many upsets like in the Champions League qualification right now. It's
right.
a lot of wipeouts.
Yeah, especially for my team. One example.
But just Nomad really lends itself to a lot of upsets, and players who are able to use their experience on the map to their advantage. Rating kind of becomes irrelevant.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that sentiment. We've seen it. There's evidence for it. A lot of lower seeded teams have won. So, yeah.
And now we're moving into a team random matchup for Game 4.
Right. Any predictions on the civs for this team random matchup?
Yeah, we're gonna get Khmer and Malay. It's a lock.
Okay, I'm gonna say I think we're gonna see Spanish actually. Spanish and Slavs. Spanish and Slavs.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see. The Tyrants. They're definitely gonna feel like they have to up their game here. They have to up their level a little bit. So, if they were taking it a little easy up to now, they're going to be try-harding at maximum effort right now. So we'll have to see what happens here.
The thing is, Slam and BacT, with each other, they don't probably have the best teamwork. And we know Nomad is all about. There's a lot of teamwork involved, and it's not the usual teamwork of, oh, I go archers as flank and you go knights. There's a lot more to it, But
yeah, no, definitely Nomad. But it's especially tough to do much teamwork when you look at your allies' base and you just see like a villager graveyard in every direction for pretty much the entire game. It's not much teamwork you can accomplish there.
That's true.
But it definitely, the Japanese being able to work together a little more effectively so far. They got the 2-1 lead to show for it. And really, it felt to me at least like the previous game was theirs to lose as well. So
yeah, at one point they had a pretty solid advantage. Not huge, but they had a good lead, I'd say.
Yeah, so gonna have to see if they can up their game and just bring a little more here. I'm certain BacT won't be going for a no loom fast castle.
You'd have to imagine he wouldn't.
There's no way we're gonna see that again.
Well, I think the one thing that might be bad for the Japanese team is if Balalaika is a Meso Civ. That could be a bad situation for them to be in.
A little bit, but I expect in that situation we might just see eagles and towers.
No, I think he just does pure towers usually, or a fast castle. He does occasionally do a fast castle, which it always when he does it, it always surprises me.
I don't believe you.
Oh, one game I played with him
to believe it.
He was like right next to me, and then I'm like, okay, the Balalaika he's right next to me. He has Spanish. So I'm like, okay, there's some towers coming, or there's some scouts coming, or both. And he just walled and did a fast castle, and I made my own scouts to deal with it. So it was a very very surprise that he did not do the expected strategy.
Yeah, well, like Miguel is saying here in the Twitch chat, yeah, they probably should put it in Green Heaven. I would put him in for BacT after watching last game.
Yeah, In Green Heaven did have a rough first game, but it was not that rough. He did much better than BacT.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty impressive to die that that fast and that hard on Nomad.
Yeah.
One of the biggest wipeouts I've ever seen. That's for sure. Even Metal RTS didn't die that hard.
Oh yeah, when you had that same scouts and towers against him, yeah. And he was even the Dark Age for a while.
In retrospect, he kind of did die that hard.
Yeah, but he has an excuse. He was in the Dark Age a lot longer.
Yeah, when he's not a 2K5, 2K6 Tyrant Nomad legend for years.
Right.
So we expect a little more out of BacT here.
And there was a bit more parity in the ratings as opposed to BacT and Balalaika, right?
All right, we're about to get into it here. Will we get Malay and Khmer? Is that the matchup?
Or will it be Slavs and Spanish?
Ooh, that would be freaky. It would just be totally freaky. I'm gonna go and get a lottery ticket if if I'm on here. If you're on here, I would I'd recommend you do something because that's all right. What do we got? Moving into the game.
All right, Magyars and Indians.
Oh, Magyars and Indians. And Balalaika on Magyars.
Oh.
It's the same civ he had last game.
Oh man, we should have predicted this. We should have went with that. Oh, yeah.
He is being rewarded by the Nomad gods for his performance there.
Yeah, they know what civ he likes. That's for sure.
Seeing a nice TC for Noboru.
Check out the TCs for BacT and Balalaika though.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they're...
My grid mod isn't on anymore, but can you... Is that 6 tiles, or... I don't know. I don't think so.
I think they're 1 tile out of range of each other.
Yeah, I'd say 1 tile out of range.
Interesting thing is, neither of them really has any food either, so...
Yeah.
If they play this game through, it's going to be a real, struggle. They see each other. Or at least Balalaika.
Oh yeah, Balalaika sees it. BacT might see it too, but he might see it by losing his villager, He has a villager coming from the north.
Yeah, and the town center is just going up here, so... It looks like he's not gonna get taken down.
Yeah, he's gonna dodge it, yeah.
Their docks will be right beside each other as well. I gotta wonder if either of these teams is gonna use their restart here.
Actually, the Tyrant team has already used their restart. They had a misunderstanding of the rules, and they thought you couldn't kill a villager at all. Like at all. It wasn't even before 3 minutes. Even okay, a restart for the Japanese team.
Yeah, not too surprising there. Balalaika has no food, and I like that use of the restart.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
we know how much Balalaika. Go ahead.
Yeah, he wants to be able to up fast. He doesn't want to, be involved in some prolonged struggle here.
Yeah, correct. We know his strategy, his style. He wants the food. Even if sometimes he doesn't even make a dock. He'll just go full food.
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely, he just wants to get up to feudal age and start the fun as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's for sure. So what team do you prefer to play in this next round? Like, do you want to play against the Tyrants, or would you prefer to have a rematch against the Japanese team?
Yeah, because for those who don't know, my team of Improvise and myself, we're in the bracket to play the winner of this matchup. I think probably I'd prefer to play these Japanese players, because I'm kind of familiar with their style after playing so many games together. They're definitely, they're really strong on the map. They're They're no walkover for sure, as we're seeing in these games. But I think I'd still prefer to play them rather than BacT and Slam.
Right, just the raw skill of those two players. If they have good starts, you know, it might be tough.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they're the kind of players where, you know, if it gets to Imperial Age and you're even, you know, it's going to be a real struggle to overcome them.
Right. I mean, you do have some DM player on your team, and you have dabbled in the DM yourself a bit, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Perhaps I'm feeling the tyrant factor. I just want to avoid the tyrants. That
right.
could be it, because the way these games are going, I mean, the Japanese guys are they're showing us a little more. The tyrants.
That's true.
Maybe I should want the tyrants to win.
Yeah, and seeing their especially BacT in these games, you know, not too scary. Not too scary.
You gotta feel like he really underestimated his opponents here. I mean, it's crazy to go for no loom FC. Like, it's really not a strategy that you really think of as you know, a safe strategy to do in a 2v2.
Right. Noboru has an excellent DC where he placed his.
Oh yeah, he's at a great spot.
Balalaika is gonna have a good one too, I think. He sees these boars.
Yeah, BacT. Oh, BacT's TC. It could be good. It's going to be real interesting to see who gets the boars that are in between him and Noboru.
Oh yes.
If Noboru is able to snag those two boars, then BacT will actually be in a world of trouble.
That's true, yeah. Does Noboru see those other boars? No, I think. Let's see, does BacT see him? Nope.
Yeah, so we'll have to see who discovers them first. Oh my god, Slam's TC though. Ay ay ay.
Oh, he has shorefish. He'll be okay at the start, and he is Indian, so they do collect the shorefish a bit faster.
Yeah, no, that's definitely he'll have the food at the start. I'm just thinking.
Oh, no gold, man.
Positionally, you don't like to be cornered in against the water like that. Like, he's gonna have to do something aggressive and kind of take the fight to Noboru when they discover each other here.
You gotta like the position that the Japanese team has over here with Balalaika off and alone on all in the north, and you know, he'll probably be able to do what he likes fairly easily with the scouts.
You can already kind of see, like, if Balalaika goes for the scouts and he kind of pushes Slam back with scouts and towers into, you know, the sea, basically.
Yeah.
Slam could be in a lot of trouble here.
Well, he might not even need to do towers, because with Noboru right there, he might be able to, you know, up fast himself and be able to provide his own towers. You know?
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to see how they play it. The docks, nice enough dock for Noboru. It is close to the edge of the map, but he's got a lot of fish, so he's fine. And Slam's dock is right beside him again.
Oh yeah, I see that.
There's
fairly decent dock for both players, I think.
Definitely gonna see a lot of action starting in the feudal age here. That's for sure.
Yeah, and we have the population advantage for Noboru at the start. It looks like he might have had the best start of all.
Yeah, it's quite even overall, though.
Yes, for sure.
No one's falling too far behind.
Well, Noboru just did get housed here. He might fall a little bit behind.
Oh, he takes down a Vil from Slam with the TC.
Oh, who did that? I missed it. Oh, okay.
Right by Noboru's TC.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe you're behind, or
somehow I just fell behind again. Yeah, it didn't do that all of last game, but now I'm falling behind once again. All right, hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Yeah,
it looks like Slam gonna be going for the early mill here. Try and take these deer, and yeah, he is. So definitely,
I
know,
should
he
go for the
wants
shortfish
those.
though.
Yeah, no, he's slowing himself down a little bit here. Like, he's only got the one fisherman out, and that mill certainly slows down the next fish or two.
Right, yeah, he
So
should have.
he's,
I don't know. I don't think he should have made that mill so early.
yeah, you generally you don't like to, but I guess he just really wanted to take those resources and kind of deny them. But I feel like the Noboru's probably going to end up with, you know, at least one or two of those deer anyways. Oh, and he's just finding the boar there. Yeah, he took that second boar between him and BacT, so that's gonna help him out a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah, and Slam's he's falling off the pace here. That mill has cost him some population.
Yeah, he only has two fish out while everyone else has 3. And also, besides losing that villager as well, that's huge.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough start, and now Noboru sees everything with his Vil here. Sees what's going on.
Yep. But he might, yeah, he's backing up. He doesn't want to lose his.
Look at this, Balalaika and BacT have docked next to each other as well.
Oof, yeah, I see that.
So if you know Balalaika's going to go up fast, but will BacT?
Correct, yeah, but even if Balalaika knows he has an enemy nearby him, is he going to make a fire ship? A pretty good question.
Imagine he'd at least make one.
Yeah, because you can afford it, right?
See how it plays out. Yeah, this is. I feel like BacT has to make some kind of a play here. Either something in feudal, or he has to, you know, do a nice FC into like knights and siege right away. It feels like Slam's going to be struggling here.
He's going to need BacT to help him out. But the thing is, with this Tyrant team, do they even know when each other is struggling?
He's not going to be up fast, that's for sure. Looking at the economy, I guess he's really lucky that he's Indians and he can take advantage of so many eco bonuses here in Dark Age.
Right.
But even that might not be enough. Yeah. Noboru sees Slam's fish, so he's going to want to get up fast.
Definitely. I think he'll be able to. From what I can see, yeah. He should be able to get up pretty fast. He's going to build the mill in the south. He has quite a few shorefish nearby it.
Oh yeah, he can almost go up right
away. He
can
cancel a Vil here and he'll go up. That should be what he does, I think.
Yeah, he's going on stone.
Oh yeah, that's what he's doing. He's going to cancel this villager and go up, I think.
Yeah, he's on his way up now.
Yep.
But he's going on gold. Okay, so he's definitely going to go for fire ships here.
Yeah, that's true. And we know what Balalaika is doing.
Yeah, he's up as well, so...
Yes.
Okay, both Tyrants going for Trush. This is...
Yes.
I don't want to call it too early, of course, but this is looking really good for Team Japan, yet again.
Yes, that's true. Because, you know, Slam, he's going to be without fish, that's for sure. I'm not sure what BacT is doing. He's going for towers, you said?
Yeah, he wrote in the chat that he was going to go for Trush.
Oh, okay.
And Noboru's going to commit some Vils onto stone here as well. Oh, it feels like the kind of game where both BacT and Slam might kind of commit themselves to Noboru, while Balalaika has a bit of a free reign.
Right, yeah.
You know, further away from all the madness. Looks like he's going to be moving out towards BacT, or BacT's part of the map here. Got 5 Vils heading forward to build a stable.
Oh, really? He doesn't know about this, though. I don't think he knows about BacT's spot. Because Noboru doesn't.
Oh, okay, just going for the stone.
Oh, okay. Like. Huh. That's kind of strange from him.
But he wants to go for stone and towers. That's...
Right. Look at this. These villagers coming out from Slam.
Oh, and Slam will take Noboru off the stone here at first, so that's going to be good for him, for sure. Balalaika not going for a fire ship.
as we predicted, or as I predicted at least.
Noboru's. Okay, Noboru's securing himself a stone pile by Slam's dock at least, so that's kind of a cool move.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, that tower right there. And even if, I don't think he can Vil Rush it either, Slam, because fire ships can come help him out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, it's going to be very helpful for him.
Yeah.
Oh, and alright, BacT, he wrote he was going for Trush, but looks like he's just going for Scouts.
Oh yeah. But we have double, or actually not double stable, but we're gonna have armored scouts for Balalaika.
Yeah, with the Magyar. Oh, they're both Magyar.
Right.
A nice little lure here from Balalaika, getting the double engagement.
Yeah,
And
falling
now
behind kind of
he
sucks.
sees BacT's town center here too, so. Oh man, yeah, Slam's his Vil's. Oh, he's going for the wood tower, I guess. But
Ooh,
this
from
Trush,
Noboru, yeah.
he's committed a lot of resources to this Trush, and he's forced Noboru back, but he hasn't really, you know, hit a knockout blow on his economy yet.
But check out this tower coming up for Noboru on BacT. That's a pretty juicy tower.
That's a great tower. That's taking out his entire wood line, his gold.
Yeah.
That's just great.
That's huge.
Oh, and Balalaika has made a fire ship, and he's killing some of the fish. So that's a good move by him.
Definitely. He did lose his own fish, but not a huge
deal. Oh my gosh,
deal.
it's looking tough for BacT here.
Oh yeah, he has to relocate his wood. He barely had any wood to begin with. He has zero right now.
So I don't really understand the chat here. Slam is asking, who do you trush? And BacT says both. But BacT's not really trushing anyone. He's getting trushed.
Exactly.
So maybe there was a little misunderstanding there in the pressure of the moment or something, because it's another tower coming up on. You got to imagine BacT's gonna get forced off that wood eventually.
Oh well, he has a tower coming up in defense. I think it should be.
BacT's got no more food to make scouts, whereas Balalaika has, he's got an economy here.
Yeah.
He can continue producing.
He's not making villagers, but he can make scouts.
Oh, he's making some vills here.
Oh yeah, he's queuing them up, yeah.
Yeah, like at this point, like honestly, the vills not as crucial as having scouts, I would say, even.
Yeah, that's true. Here comes the tower, yeah.
Here comes the tower, he's staying with the scouts. This is looking really rough for the tyrants here.
Yeah, very rough indeed.
Slam is like miles away from ever going Castle Age as well.
See the scout battle? Oh, very bad engagement for BacT, given he didn't have as many upgrades. And I think his scouts were a lot more injured than Balalaika's.
Yeah,
that was huge. Whew.
Yeah, BacT, he's got no food income. He's got no farm. He's got one farm. He's got one fish. And he's got towers going up everywhere, and he's down 8 scouts.
Yeah. Now the population is clearly in favor of the Japanese team here.
When just Balalaika, like everyone else is kind of in like a real scrappy kind of game here with towers and all kinds of madness happening to both of them, but Balalaika, he's like free on the side of the map all to himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about anything coming his way anytime soon.
I would like if he would invest a little bit in his eco here. He doesn't have a lumber camp yet, so he can definitely use that. I guess he gets the first wood upgrade without it. So
no, that's a different civ, man. That's Burmese.
Oh. Yeah, no, you would definitely like to see him going for a lumber camp at this point.
Yes.
But look at how many scouts he has. It's massive.
Mm-hmm. And does he have bloodlines coming out? No, he usually doesn't get bloodlines for whatever reason.
When you have that many scouts with defense bonus, you hardly need it.
That's true. You don't really need it so often.
Yeah, BacT he's lucky to wall himself in like this. Definitely a smart move by BacT.
Yeah.
Although those scouts might, they might find their way over to Slam's base here.
That's gonna be. Yeah, he has towers, but I don't know. I guess knowing Slam, he can do some Slam walls, Slam gates. Yeah, you see one coming up
It
already.
won't be a fun surprise. Oh, it looks like the Japanese guys are communicating it, and Noboru's going to try to break in to the south here. It even be a perfect opportunity for a sneaky transport ship.
Oh yeah, perhaps. That's one option.
Yeah, Balalaika, I would really like to see a lumber camp out of him, but the rest of his economy is setting up for Castle Age. Although, did my spec overlay just lie to me, or must have? My spec overlay said Slam has sold 1,500 stone.
If he could clicks it if he shifts clicks it 3 times or something.
Okay.
Like perhaps.
I was
Yeah, he just.
thinking like, oh my god, Slam's gonna be up. He just sold 1,500 worth of resources.
Yeah.
But
he's gonna be up though pretty soon.
Yeah, he is getting close, but the situation is not ideal for him.
Yeah, what's he gonna do when he gets there? Just try and boom? I don't know.
He doesn't have a gold income right now, so that's a little painful.
Like Noboru can up fairly soon too, and he has enough stone for a castle.
Balalaika is gonna up as soon as he has this market as well, so it's yeah,
User left your channel.
They're going up at the exact same time here.
Yeah.
Japanese, they've got a clear advantage right now, I would say.
Yeah, Japanese team is definitely in the driver's seat, and Balalaika does have a market, so he can see everything that Noboru sees, and then he'll be able to, catch some of Slam's eco.
Yeah, and it's a lot of scouts. Like, that's enough to really harass an economy for sure. I think we'll probably see a castle drop from Noboru as well when he gets to the next stage.
Yeah, he had quite a bit of stone. Yeah, 900 now. Yeah, big advantage I'd say for the Japanese team, because how close is BacT to going up? Not too close.
Not close at all.
Yeah, not close.
Although he's done well. It looked for a second like he might completely die. But he did well to wall himself off and get a bit of an economy going here.
Slam already prepared his gates.
Yeah. Just, what is Slam gonna do? Does he have a stable? Is he gonna crank out some camels here?
No barracks, no stable, not enough wood for a siege workshop. Maybe
he wants to castle drop Noboru. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still missing some stone.
Yeah, Noboru's gonna force some stone out of him here as well, or else Slam's gonna lose his wood. That's a good tower.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And the light cav upgrade coming in.
I think this is game over. They're not winning this game. The Japanese team, Slam has his entire economy idle.
Yeah, it would be tough to see how they could really do it here.
Yeah.
Oh, some nice scout rating by BacT on Balalaika.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Losing a lot of vills here.
And he hasn't noticed it at all. Oh yeah, there he goes. He notices it. But
yeah. All right, the castle's coming up from Slam, and another castle's coming up from Noboru on BacT actually. So they're going back and forth here.
That's it. I like this castle on BacT, especially it's on the hill. It denies that gold even more, and it provides a way to get inside BacT's fragile economy.
Exactly, yeah. And that is actually the only gold BacT has access to right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm not sure I'd really want to be spending all my villager time killing a TC with villagers right now if I was Slam.
I think this might be one of the only locations you can take resources safely, so he wants to really get Noboru out of there.
Yeah. Well, I guess so, but there's a castle coming up from Noboru at the back.
Oh yeah, correct.
This Slam's eco's it's going nowhere here.
Oh yeah, this castle. Wow. That's a. Are we gonna see elephants for Noboru, or? I don't think so. Those are too expensive. But you're just taking the map control. Again, having BacT and Slam so close to each other, and then Noboru in the middle of them, and then
And we're seeing
yeah.
a rare sight here, Balalaika adding a town center.
Whoa. Are you kidding? No way. No way.
Oh my god, poor Slam. There's a tower going up on his new wood.
Really? Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Oh, if Balalaika and Noboru were just coordinating here a little better, we could see
A massacre.
yeah, he just needs to get some units inside that perimeter from BacT.
Actually, I think he could almost get. Actually, no. Slam is a tower there.
If I was Noboru, I'd be focus firing that barracks with my castle there now.
Oh yeah, trying to allow.
Well, it looks like this house is going to go down quickly enough, anyways. So
Yeah, I see that.
this is really doesn't look recoverable for the Tyrants. I think we're going to be seeing the shock upset here.
3-1, in fact.
Yes, really. Games weren't particularly close either.
No, not at all.
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah, look at this tower coming up for Noboru, and then BacT not reacting just yet.
Yeah, no, it's completely over. Gotta say, well played to the Tyrants, or not to the Tyrants, to the Japanese squad here.
Oh yeah, these
They
are
played really
very clear
aggressively
wins.
and brought us some really entertaining, aggressive games.
No doubt.
They've just crushed the Tyrants off the map.
This might be like the first time the Tyrants have lost the first round of a tournament. Like, this might be it.
This could be an AOC first.
Yeah. I think definitely in a team game tournament. Maybe 1v1 they might have lost something first, but a team game tournament, yeah, this is it. The very first time they've lost.
Incredible play by the Japanese team. Not
Absolutely
many people would
incredible.
have picked them to win it, but they just showed us a lot better gameplay, really.
Yeah.
You got to feel like the Tyrants came in a little overconfident, playing their lower rated substitute player in the first game, and then trying some strange tactics like no loom fast castle, kind of not respecting your opponent to be able to do anything to you.
Yeah, right.
And they just got outplayed. Well played to the Japanese.
Yeah, very well played. Look at these kills, especially for Noboru. 36 kills and 9 deaths. And Balalaika, 39 kills, 28 deaths. And Slam didn't do too much this game, only 8 kills.
No, it was he really felt the pain there, just from all the towers were no doubt frustrating him.
Yeah, those 20 largest army for Balalaika, all them scouts. And that was a very big part of this match, keeping BacT feeble, keeping Slam in his base. Yeah, well, let's change the score. It's 3-1 for Noboru and Balalaika.
So
wow.
look forward to next weekend. The power of Japan you've just witnessed against Improvise and Mentalist, the Clash of Titans.
Correct. And again, we just saw, like, let's see, what's the seed of Noboru and Balalaika? Maybe 29 or something like that. I'm gonna check this once more.
Something at the bottom, that's for sure.
Okay, let's check it. We have 28 for Noboru and Balalaika against the 5th seed BacT and Slam and In Green Heaven. So again, 2-1 against BacT and Slam. Still, forget about the other lower rated player. It's still, they did very impressive games, no doubt. And then again next week against Mentalist and Improvise. Again, a 21 seeded team beating a 12 seeded team. So again, 2 upsets in this group for sure. Although, I mean, if you look at the Stefan and Metal, I didn't really expect them to win, but just based on the seeding, you would say that's an upset.
If what they were a higher seed than
Oh, yeah.
than my team there.
I mean, yeah, it's based only on rating, right? So even a team that's not so good, like
You
Stefan and
get
Metal.
two guys who've never played Nomad in their life against the team with the guy who won the last 2v2 Nomad tournament,
Well,
and you give the higher seed to the guys who'd never played Nomad in their life.
that's not exactly true. Metal has played a good few hundred 1v1 Nomad games, I think.
Few hundred.
Yeah, like he used to play like dozens of games against Kotex.
Oh boy, well, play it against Kotex. Like
Right.
that'll probably like reduce your skills rather than improve it. Let's be honest.
Perhaps, perhaps, but but yeah, next week is going to be some good games. A rematch between Mentalists and Improvise against noboru43 and
Yeah. So,
Balalaika.
what other games do we have coming up in this tournament to look forward to?
There's going to be Miguel and Brew against Happy and Tim. We're going to have.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's going to be a wild set of games.
That's for sure.
You can already tell. You hear those players' names, you know it's going to be good.
I'd give a pretty big advantage to Happy and Tim though, but
Ooh, we've got Miguel in the chat here.
yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of trash talk, but I
Oh my
think
gosh.
the Nomad skills of Happy and Tim like far exceed those of Miguel and Brew, especially Brew. I don't think Brew has very much experience at all in Nomad.
Bruzilla.
And then some other games we have next week. We have my team, me, Juba, and Jose Preto against Arch and Leary. That's another hard game, but
Yeah, that's going to be a close series. I feel like that's going to be a 3-2 maybe.
it could be a nail biter. They don't have so much experience on Nomad, but again, their raw skill is going to shine through, and they do have better teamwork, I'd say, than BacT and Slam. So perhaps they can adapt to the Nomad.
When is your match scheduled for?
I asked for Sunday, but I don't know if they're going to accept it.
Okay, so yeah, like this weekend, a lot of exciting Nomad 2v2 matches coming up. Be sure to tune in.
No doubt. Also, we have another pretty big series. We have the Tyrant team, Viper, Dowd, and Tato, against Yellow and HK. So.
Oh wow, that's going to be a great matchup as well.
Yeah,
Tournament is definitely it's already delivering, I would say.
Yeah, already in the second round. That's very good. But honestly, I think that VNS team, Yellow and HK, they might I don't know, they might be favored against the Tyrant team. Honestly, they have a lot of Nomad experience.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think you can ever favor someone against, Viper, Doubt, and Tato. Like
I don't know, man.
They're incredible players, and Viper and Doubt, they've got Nomad experience going back, years for sure. They
do have some Nomad experience, but honestly, watching them play, they do different things than what I do, and I've played thousands of Nomad games, so I feel like their starts aren't up to like the level that they'd want to be as like a Nomad player would have.
You heard it here first, guys.
I'm saying they're missing some Nomad experience that is going to benefit HK especially, and Yellow has some, I think, more experience than the Tyrants as well.
Yeah, no, definitely going to be an exciting series.
That's for sure.
Got lots of exciting series coming up. Be sure to check the calendar, check the stream schedule for all of the upcoming matches.
Yeah, the good thing about this, we have people streaming their point of views. We have, people like me casting on Vulby Official. We have Katsuni casting on Vulby Official. And then there's a lot of other smaller streams, like Marthy was casting some games. And I believe some other players as well. Like, even if you're, if you speak Chinese, for example, I believe GKT Cloud was casting some series, like your series actually, yesterday. Stefan and Metal against you guys. Yeah.